I'ma beat pork chop ass this afternoon. I'ma turn pork chop to some ham. Like I'm beating her ass. Y'all already know what this video about. Y'all already know what time it is. Your girl is back again with another story time. We're back again with another story time. And today I'm gonna be telling y'all about the time I got in my first fight. Translation, the time I got my ass beat. Yeah, this whole video is gonna be me telling y'all how I got my ass beat for the first time. So this happened when I was like in the 3rd or 4th grade. I think I was like 8 or 9, and me and this girl, like, we just didn't like each other. I didn't really have a problem with her, but she didn't like me, so that made me not like her. And we gonna name homegirl Pork Chop, because that's what she was shaped like. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, if I can put a picture of her in the video, I would. But y'all, she was shaped like a pork chop. So that's what we gonna name her. So me and Pork Chop, we lived in the same neighborhood. We had like some of the same classes. We went to the same school. We rode the same bus. She didn't like me. I don't know why she didn't like me, but I don't know. We just never got along. We and her, we would always get in little arguments or do little, you know, little girl stuff. Like, we would roll our eyes and say little stuff, but we never really got into an altercation until this one day on the bus. We sitting on the bus, and I remember I didn't sit in the back of the bus because I wasn't that bad. You know, all the bad kids sat in the back of the bus. I sat in the middle of the bus. So I'm in the middle of the bus, and this particular day, she was bad. She sat in the back of the bus. But this particular day, she was sitting in the middle of the bus, and she was directly behind me. So I don't know, we got in an argument about something. So me and Pork Chop was like going back and forth or whatever. We were just going back and forth. This day, she lost all her brain cells, and she cadaga. Like, I hadn't, like, you know, when you're a little girl, your mama will put the little 2 ponytails in your hair. One will be going left and the other will be going right with the little bedaglers on there, the little knockers on there. So I had my hair like that, I remember. And we was on the bus and we was arguing. And this particular day, she yanked one of my ponytails. My ponytail, and I remember because my neck went, she yanked one of my ponytails. And I was like, whoa, like, what's going on? Y'all want to know what I did? Do y'all want to know what I did? Not a damn thing. I didn't do anything. Like, I don't know. I didn't do anything. She could down with my ponytail. And you know, at elementary school, everybody all childish and petty. So the whole bus was like, oh. It's because they thinking it's going to be a fight. They thinking we about to throw hands. But no, y'all. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything at all. I was scared. I didn't do nothing at all. I sat there. Ain't do nothing. I sat there. She could dab with my ponytail. And I sat there on the bus. And the whole bus was talking about me. They was like, oh, Asia can't fight. Asia's scary. Asia blah, 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 blah. Her ponytail going left. Like, you remember the one ponytail was supposed to be going left and the other supposed to be going right? She yanked my ponytail so hard, y'all. They was both going left. Like basically, I was the talk of the school. So that day when I got off the bus or whatever, I was feeling like real sad and down or whatever. I went home, I was crying or whatever. And when I got in the house, my I don't know why my auntie was at my house this day, but I think she was staying with us for like a week or 2. I don't know, but my auntie was at the house this day. I came home, I came in the door crying because, like, I'm embarrassed. Like, she just took my ladyhood. Like, she took my ladyhood away from me. Like, she embarrassed me. So I came to the house crying, and I'm like, auntie, da 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 da, she pulled my hair. Everybody was talking about me, and they said I was scary. And my auntie was like, what did you do? And I told my auntie I didn't do nothing. Let me give y'all a little backstory about my auntie, because the order for this to make sense, I gotta give y'all a little backstory about my auntie. This is my auntie on my dad's side. I don't know why, but my daddy's side more ratchet than my mama's side. So my auntie, she real ghetto. Like, she not the normal type of ghetto. She real ghetto. Like, she ghetto to the floor. Like, toe up, like ghetto. Like, she real ghetto. So my auntie was like, what did you do? And I was like, I didn't do anything, auntie. And she was like, you ain't do nothing. So basically, my auntie, y'all, I'm my auntie and y'all are me. So my auntie was like, oh, so you let her hit you and you didn't do nothing? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, auntie, I was scared. My heart was beating. My auntie was like, well, tomorrow, I'm going to walk you to the bus stop and you going to fight her. You are going to fight her. I'm going to walk you to the bus stop and you going to fight her tomorrow. ain't no ands and or buts. You gonna fight her. So the whole night go by, I'm thinking about this. I'm like, this is about to be my first fight. So I'm in the room, I'm practicing. I'm like, okay, like I'm trying to get it together. I'm practicing because I ain't never been in a fight before. But my auntie told me that if I didn't beat her, she was gonna beat my ass. So she was like, if you don't beat her up, I'm gonna beat your ass. So I had to get it together. So the whole night I'm thinking about the fight. I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do, what I'm gonna say, because my auntie already told me I gotta go to the school tomorrow and beat her ass, and she don't care. So the next day come around, and my auntie wakes up early in the morning. I think it's like 7 or 8 o'clock. I don't know where y'all from, but from Florida, elementary school start early as hell. So I think it was like 7. Honestly, it probably was like 7 a.m. sharp. So we walk into the bus stop or whatever. My auntie walk into the bus stop with me, and everybody looking like, oh, like it's about to go down, because they remember yesterday she could have got my ponytail, and mama ain't raised no bitch, so you know they already like knew what time it was. So I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking, everybody looking like, oh, like it's about to go down. Y'all want to know what I said when I seen her? I was like, my auntie told me to tell you,
long titted, no nipple having ass bitch.
Y'all, I'm lying that I didn't say that, but I wanted to say that, but I didn't say that. So when we got to the bus stop or whatever, my auntie's holding my hand. She give me a little pep talk. She's like, when you get on this bus, you gonna do this, that, and the third. Pork Chop was already on the bus because she got picked up to stop before me. So I get on the bus or whatever. I'm feeling real bold. This day I go all the way to the back of the bus because I'm plotting. I'm like, oh yeah, blah, 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 like it's going down today. So I'm prepping myself, like my adrenaline is going, my heart beating. I'm just like, I'm doing that. And then the whole time while I'm on the bus trying to prepare myself to fight her, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. So I was like, all right, I missed my chance this morning, but it's okay. I'm gonna have to ride the bus in the afternoon, so I'm gonna do it this afternoon. I'm gonna beat Pork Chop ass this afternoon. I'm gonna turn Pork Chop to some ham. Like I'm beating her ass. Like I'm beating her ass. So I was like, all right. So the whole school day, I'm in class. I'm thinking about how I'm about to fight her. Da 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 da. I'm like, I'm not even focusing. Like in PE, I'm thinking about how I'm gonna fight her. Like I'm thinking about what's gonna happen this afternoon. I'm not focused at all. The whole school day passed by. Boom, it's time for us to get on the bus or whatever. We going home. I go to the back of the bus again or whatever, and I pick an argument with Pork Chop. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, she hit me. And you know what that means. You hit me, you gave me the rights to whoop your ass. You gave me the rights to whoop your ass. So she hit me, and y'all, we start fighting. And I don't even know how I ended up on the floor, but I ended up on the floor. She beat my ass. Like, I'm not gonna go in details on how the fight started or how I don't even know how the fight started, but I just know it ended with me getting up off my ass. Like she beat me up. And it was really embarrassing. Like I can't even believe I'm able to talk about this now, because at the time it was embarrassing. There was a video going around. Everybody was like, oh, da 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 da. Asia got beat up, and y'all, it was bad. And I actually left the fight thinking I kind of won, because I pulled her weave out and people was like, oh, did you see how her ponytail flew, da, da, da. So I was thinking like I kind of sort of won, but I didn't really win, but I kind of sort of won. So that happened or whatever, we fight or whatever. People were saying I got beat up, people were saying she got beat up. So I was like, all right, in my mind, it's fair, it's fair. So I get off the bus or whatever. I go home and I see my auntie. Y'all wanna know the first thing my auntie asked me when I get to the door? Guess what the first thing my auntie asked me when I get to the door? She was like, did you win? You won? And you know what I said? I was like, yeah, auntie, I beat that whole ass. Da, 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 da. She had me fucked up, auntie. She hit me and then I beat her. Y'all, I told my auntie I won because my auntie told me if I lost, she was gonna beat my ass. So then I would have had to get 2 ass whoopings, the ass whooping on the bus and then the ass whooping when I got home. So I had to tell auntie that I won. So I told her I won. It's like I didn't really lose, but I didn't really win. It was like I didn't beat her the fuck up, but I beat her. So I don't know. I just told auntie that I won. She was proud of me, and she was like, yeah, you gotta stick up for yourself, blah, 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 blah. And y'all, that was pretty much the story time about my first fight. Like, I don't know why, but I was scary. I was scary as hell in elementary school. Like, in elementary and middle school, I was scary. Like, you can bully me, and I'll talk my shit back, but I wasn't really a fighter. But after that time, I don't know. I was proud of myself. I didn't win, but I stuck up for myself, and that's all that matters. So I was proud of little Asia Brown. If I could say something to the 3rd grade Asia Brown today, I don't got nothing to say, y'all. I don't got nothing to say. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much the end of this story time. This was a quick little story time, and that's pretty much happened when I got my first fight. I'm gonna go look through, I don't know if I even have my MySpace password, but if I do, because they had this video on MySpace. Like, is MySpace a thing? Like, do people still get on MySpace? Like, is that, like, can you log on to MySpace? If you can log on to MySpace, I'm gonna go on MySpace after this video to see if I can look for the video, because they posted the video on MySpace. They posted it on MySpace, so I'm gonna see if I can find the video for y'all, but just know your girl got her ass beat. If you guys want to see more story times or more videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace.